Good evening, dear friends. So, the last video about vision seemed to be liked by everyone. So let's continue this topic, and we will also dissect some details with you which just allow to get results from exercises. A lot of exercises are done, a lot of exercises for the eyes, and the most interesting thing is they give results for some people, and for some they don't. Why does this happen? There are certain details that need to be taken into account. And if you do this, the result from the exercises is much better and much more. Last time we shared an exercise with you where we kept our gaze on one point, and we made head movements right, left, up, down. At the same time, our eye muscles were working. So let's move on to the next stage. In all the exercises, practically, which I watched, a lot of attention is paid to the eye muscles and many exercises for these muscles. But one fact is not taken into account, that in the center, in this position, the pupil in life almost never lies. Now I'm looking, now I'm standing, and looking here, at you, looking you in the eyes. You are looking me in the eyes. And my pupil is not centered, and yours is not centered either, most likely. If you are watching from a phone, it is slightly off to the side. Well, in short, we will figure this all out now. But in life, this position does not exist practically. You've probably heard about the dominant eye. That one eye, it gives more information to the brain. The other one a little less. For some, it's the right eye. For others, it's the left. How to check which eye is dominant for you? Take, for example, your thumb. Look at your thumb. You can even put it closer to yourself. And then look. For example, I'm looking at my thumb now. Now I'm looking at you, and I already see how my thumb is doubled. I have two thumbs now, I see two thumbs. Further, I move it closer. But I still look at you in the apartment. I look where you are there. I see two fingers, but one I see clearly, the other I don't see so clearly. The one I see clearly, for example, I see the left one clearly. So my left eye is more dominant. The right one, then, is the right one. So if both see the same, then, well, you're doing something wrong. In short, well, it happens. It happens. But it's also not good, not bad. So, in short, look, if one of your eyes is more dominant than the other, your eyes will never be centered. They won't stand still when you're looking at something. That is, always look at my nose. When I seem to be looking forward, my head is slightly turned or to one side or the other. This is normal. Everyone has this. It depends on which eye he dominates. The head adjusts to this. There's nothing wrong with this. It's all formed for the reason that, for example, we write with one hand. Yes, the hand is in a certain position, and the gaze is focused here. We hold the phone, for example, with our right hand. More information goes to the right eye. It's uncomfortable for the left eye to look. The nose gets in the way. The point is that you don't need to try to make both of your eyes the same. You don't need to exercise to see two fingers the same. The point is that there is no such position in life. There is no position in life when you are clearly frontal, standing like this and looking at something. Always at an angle. Always the eyes work at an angle. Three positions of the eye can be identified. This is the center. This is this non-existent position. Well, this is probably when a person dies, his eyes stop in this position. Generally, the eye is always in motion. Even when it seems to us that it is not moving, it is making small movements. There is no such position. But in all exercises, all basic exercises are done in this position, so it does not give a result. So there is tension in the eye, because you make it work like this. This is the extreme position, that is, you, for example, took a look here. That is, life also rarely happens. Just to glance at someone's phone, what someone is writing there. Mainly this position is used. That is, this is average between the central and extreme position. That is, this is the position of the eye. We constantly use it in this position, slightly to the right, slightly to the left from the center. And in exercises, it is necessary to take this into account. And we did an exercise with you last time where we looked at the center and made eye movements up and down. Now we will slightly change this exercise. We will have one such central line, yes, which goes like this, divides. We are divided in half and we will have these two central lines, one for the right eye, one for the left eye. By the way, I drew separately these two positions of the eye that we use in life with you so often happens. And so the meaning now is that we need to do such a thing now. That is, we will now do the exercise of movements that we have already done not in the center. We will look with you. Yes. And we will have two centers. One will be here, two here, and we will get such a thing here and here, as if it will be a horizontal line, and the center will be here, approximately for one eye and for another. But we will do this exercise simultaneously for both eyes. You do not need to close one eye. You need to do the exercise with both eyes at once. So, you find some line, for example, this line, this line, some corner of the wall. Yes. And you need to stand in such a way that it was not in the center, for example, so that it ended up on the line of one eye. This corner ended up on the line of one eye. You need to, and you start doing the same exercise that we did last time. That is, your task is for it to be not in the center. You turn your head, but first you turn, as we did the exercise with you, completely, so that the eye here at the edge ended up with you. Yes. And now you make a small turn. Here. And in this position, you start doing this exercise. That is, you make the same movement as we did with you, up and down. Here. First from one side, then from the other side. You will find that it is easier to do this from one side and uncomfortable to do it from the other side. As a rule, it's easier to do when you're doing it for the right eye. Because if your right hand is the working one, most likely you make movements here, from this side. You write, hold the phone, and therefore your right eye adjusts to all these movements. It's comfortable for him to do this. For the left eye, it's not very comfortable. So, first, you're already training at such an angle. You make the same movement up and down. You do up and down. And then you start to make the movement to the left and to the right, to the left and to the right, after you've done up and down. After this, you can move on to exercises where you start to move the eye itself. So here are exercises to make eye movements to the right and left. You need to do not in such a coordinate system, but separately for the right, separately for the left eye. That is, you, for example, draw. For a start, you can do so. Somewhere draw yourself on such a board. For example, everyone has such a board. Special for eye exercises. Green color is better. Green color, they say, is useful for eyes. Probably in general here, and you do not. So not two lines you make, and not along them you do the exercise, yes, and you do so. You make such a line. Ideal, see how ideally straight it is. and such an ideally straight line. But you will get a sketch and two horizontal ones. It's better, of course, to do it so that at the level of the eyes you have a horizontal line. I'll start sketching here. This needs to be done sitting down. To do it standing, approximately here, my eyes are here, it seems to me. I'll start sketching like this. Then I'll remove this. Next, in general, take a look. So I got two lines like this. And now I'm standing right here in the middle. My nose will be looking towards the center, and I'm standing right here. And first I look here and start making eye movements up and down, you see. You see. In general, here they are. Two lines. Here they are, two lines. That's what I do. Look here, and the movement along this line. Now with both eyes there, I go up, I go down. I go up, I go down. Now here and here I go up, down, up, down. Not in the center, not like this. I do it, right? Compare it yourself. Try this movement along these two lines. Make the movement. It will go like butter for you, just as it should. And as soon as you start moving in the center, your eyes will start to blink. There you won't be clear. Every part of this line, they are here. They will start right away. Because this movement can be physiologically possible, but not necessary. There is no need, but we will consider it impossible. If there was another third eye here before the training, it could possibly develop. It might be able to do this to us. We don't need it. I walked, I told you. My vision is better than units. I didn't do it like this. I did it like this. Just like I do. It will be the same. God forbid. In general and along this line, you start to move. Move your eyes up and down. That is, it does not coincide with the nose I have here, and it's very comfortable. The eyes don't get tired of moving up and down. These lines worked out. And now what you do here is clear. Interesting. Okay? You will understand with it. You will not understand. Watch it again, carefully. And if you don't understand at all, in the comments, ask someone. Someone will still understand. He will explain. It will be even better for you. Even then I will tell you more. I will write everything wrong, I say. And after you have worked out the top bottom, you take the horizontal line, and here you start to move along it. But the center is here. Here. But everyone understood very accessible. Understandable explained. This is the second stage of exercises, and the next is already an exercise on focusing vision. There are also certain details that give the possibility to restore vision. Because due to the way of life, the eye adapts to a certain movement, that is, for example, objects that are close to us. We look at them close. The eye is in the lower position, that what is far away. This is in the middle or upper position, but we will figure this out with you later. For now, you need to do this exercise, and you need to find out the meaning. The meaning of this exercise? What is it? In the fact that these two coordinate systems in a person with poor vision, one works well, and the other practically does not work at all. And with the help of this exercise, you develop the correct movement, the correct position of the eyes. So let's try it, and we will continue the exercise with you to ensure that. Further, we improve, in general, if briefly, the meaning is such that either the eyes here do everything, here in this place, here, either here they all do here in this place. So they work either with one eye world or another power, but so here they do nothing. So this is for the following exercises that need to be done, I think has not yet risen. No, it doesn't matter.